Welcome back. In this lecture, we will try to understand what is Delta Lake. I'll give you a quick introduction about the Delta Lake and its capabilities and features. So let's start with a simple question. What is Delta Lake? Delta Lake is an open source project. It is not part of the Apache Spark. It's separate. It's an independent open source project. And to get more details about the open source project, what it is, what it can do, you can visit the Delta Lake open source project's website. So let me open my browser and search for Delta Lake, and hopefully the first result will be uh, delta.io website, which is the homepage or the website for the Delta Lake project. So Delta Lake is an open source project managed by Linux Foundation. And what it is? Delta Lake is an open source storage framework that enables building a lakehouse architecture with compute engines including Spark, PrestoDB, Flink, Trino, and Hive, and APIs for Scala, Java, Rest, and Python. So, in summary, Delta Lake is an open source storage framework which works between the distributed data processing engine and the storage layer. It works in between. So in your case, your data processing engine or distributed data processing engine is Apache Spark, and your storage layer is your cloud storage. So Delta Lake sits in between these two things. And it's not like that Delta Lake is available only for Apache Spark. It is available for a lot of other open source technologies, and people are adopting it. So let's try to quickly understand what are the different capabilities and features that Delta Lake brings. So what is Delta Lake? Delta Lake is an open source storage framework. What are the key features or what are the most important capabilities that Delta Lake brings on the table? It brings ACID transactions to your distributed data processing framework. In our case, we are using Apache Spark. So it brings ACID transaction capabilities to Apache Spark. It allows us to delete, update, and merge data into the table. We know that in Spark, deleting or updating data works at the file level. You have to either delete the entire file or rewrite the data file with the new data set. That's how it works in Apache Spark. But Delta Table or Delta Lake simplifies that operation and brings delete, update, and merge statements or capabilities to Apache Spark. Delta Lake also comes with schema enforcement and evolution. So it simplifies schema enforcement and schema evolution for your tables. Delta Lake comes with data versioning and time travel. So it automatically versions your data based on your transactions and allows you to go back in time and work with the older versions or different versions of your data. Delta Lake simplifies streaming and batch. We call it streaming and batch unification. The point is that streaming data is different. When we collect streaming data, we collect a small amount of data and we want to save it as quickly as possible on our storage layer. So maybe we are generating maybe 100 records or 1000 records or 5000 records every minute or every second, which is a small data set to write on the storage layer. Apache Spark is supposed to be working with the huge volumes of data. So streaming is little different than the batch data. In batch data, you collect GBs of data or terabytes of data and ingest it at once, bring it in your storage layer and start processing it. But in streaming, we usually work with the small set of data. So how do we store that data? How do we save that data? How do we manage that small increments of data, that's little different. And delta table simplifies working with streaming data as well as batch data. You can consider both as same kind of data. And delta table also gives some optimization techniques, some tools that allows you to optimize your tables. So that's about the features. We will go through all these features and learn them one by one in the following lectures. But who is using Delta Lake? Is it only Apache Spark, or is it only part of the Databricks project? Who is using Delta Lake? So it's not only Apache Spark, but even Snowflake is adopting Delta Lake, Redshift is adopting Delta Lake. There are a lot of other projects which are adopting Delta Lake open source project. So uh, it's popular, it's open source, and for Databricks platform, it is integral part of the Databricks platform. So that's all for introduction about the Delta Lake. We'll start learning more about the Delta Lake, how to use it, and understand all those features step by step. So see you in the next lecture. Keep learning and keep growing.